Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We are back for our third drift event in the FRS. I think it's our 7th event overall. We are at Spark by Hilton Hotel in, I think this is Newcomerstown, Ohio. Going back to Midvale today. Club Loose America Bash is this weekend, so we get 2 days of drifting. There's a team comp tonight. All kinds of stuff you're going to see in this video. I'm going to try to break it up into 2 parts because it's probably going to be a lot of driving. But I've got my cousin Wyatt with me today, and then virtual crew that I usually drive with. We are posted up as well. We got Greg's 350. We've got Sneed's 330 with new ride height, new wheels, looking fresh. Car looks great. I can't say enough good about it. And then Dan's E36. Looking great as always. He also did a dual caliper handbrake setup in his car, so that has changed since the last video at Midvale. I don't think Greg's did anything else to his. And on mine, we did paint the wide body and side skirts, front lip, and rear spats, so the car looks a whole lot better. I'm gonna actually wipe it off. Got a lot of road grime and like diesel soot on it from being towed behind the truck. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this thing real quick, and I guess I'll see you guys at the track. All right, guys, so we are at MERICA Bash, Midvale Speedway with CLUBLOOSE2. They have decided to put it in like run group 1, run group 2, so it's no A or B today. Trying out a new camera mount on the side of the helmet instead of the chin mount, so hopefully it gives you all a better point of view. I'll probably adjust it throughout the day, try to find out some little bit different views, but so far we should be okay. Ready for this? We gotta go to the pit. Alright guys, so we're pulling up for run number 3. If you've seen on that last one, we ended up with water all over the windshield, and it actually blew one of my coolant hoses off that comes off of the water pump of the LS. And I'm not sure if that was my fault. It may have been because it didn't have a clamp on it. But then it begs the pressure, like, is the pressure getting too high in the cooling system from like a hard head gasket that it's pressurizing my cooling system? So that's a concern, but we're going to see what it does this time. It's at 206 right now, which isn't awful. 25 degrees outside. That time, having a ton of cooling issues. Can't keep this thing cool.
Mine's the same way.
Yeah, it's up to.
Little fan, and I turn that on. It's like I have, like that last one I did. The engine's getting pretty damn hot.
Yeah, it's 229 right now, so I'm hoping it cools off. All right, guys. So this is lap number 5. I've been battling cooling issues this entire day. I actually took my hood off. It's already up to 185, which isn't bad, but I'm hoping that it stays somewhat cool during this lap. Radiator off, and it seems to brought the temps down at least manageable, so I'm going to see if we can make one more lap before we have to go to the pits. Radiator cap was bad, so I actually looked up and there was an advanced auto close to the track, so I ran down to the water and I'll insert the picture here. You can tell that the old one was completely collapsed, and I think that's why I was letting the water get pushed out. So I changed it, and so far it's staying at 186, which is pretty good considering it's so hot. So I'm going to do a lap here and see how it does.
got to 210, which isn't bad. It's 96 degrees out right now. I went and hosed the radiator down anyway, just in case, and then brought it back down to 180 pretty quick. And even in idling grid, it's not really got over 188. It's down to 186 right now. So as crazy it is, I think that radiator cap may have been my issue, believe it or not. But I don't want to call it fixed yet, just in case. So definitely going to make a couple more runs. I think this will probably be the last run of this run group, and then we get to come back out at 4:30 to 5:30. And then there's a comp tonight that I'm actually driving with Dan. It's in the E36, and Greg that's in the 350Z. We've got laps today together, and they went pretty good. Working on my proximity, stepping out of my comfort area, but for some reason the nerves are kind of gone today, and I've actually been on a ripper. Like, I don't usually toot my own horn, but like, I haven't spun once. Knock on wood, probably going to this time. But we've been throwing down some heaters, boys, and that's all I can ask for is progression. So hopefully we're running as virtual crew junior in the comp, because Cody, Justin, and Ricky are running as virtual crew, so we're kind of like a JV. Even though I'm not officially on like the drift team yet, Greg and Dan are. Hopefully soon I can get a banner on this car.
Alright guys, so this is actually the Thursday after the event. I realized that I just didn't film like an ending to the video when I was editing it. So I came out here just to film an ending to this, give you a heads up on kind of how the FRS did and everything. So as you seen earlier in the video, we was having the cooling problems on Saturday. Kind of got it figured out with the radiator cap. That kind of fixed it. Still ordered a bigger radiator. The stock one just isn't going to keep this LS cool, especially when it's like 100 degrees outside. So it came in yesterday, and we also got in some track spec hood vents for the car. So I don't have to take the hood off. Hopefully that will keep the IETs and the engine bay temps down. So that's where it was. I ended up breaking my GoPro on Saturday. I don't know if you can see it, but the screen is cracked, the side is gone, and then when you turn it on, that happens. Heads up on the E36, it blew a head gasket at some point. Don't know when. I put the 370Z up for sale. We're going forward with the JZ swap on the 240, and I've got the C6 pulled into the garage to get it started. I want to get that car done. That's going to be the next big project now that the FRS is pretty sorted. So the next video, I'm going to do the track spec hood vents and the radiator. Then we're going to do a cost breakdown of this LS swapped FRS. So I've had a bunch of people asking, and I've actually kept a pretty good tally of how much I've put into that car. And then we're going to start the C6 content. I know a lot of people's been asking about that car, if I even still have it, and yes I do. It just kind of kept getting put on the back burner because I was trying to get the drift car done. And now that it's pretty much done, we can turn our attention to the C6 and try to get it done. So if you like this video, I know it's all over the place, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're closing on 8K subscribers now. And I'll see you guys on the next video.